Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We're just about set to get started, and this ought to be a good one between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Denver Broncos. And hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at this Bronco team, and losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do that is to be at home, and they are. They're going to try and ride that home crowd and that wave of emotion to a victory in this one.
On the other side of the field for the visiting Bucs, they too were losers last week, so they're also hoping to get back in the win column.
Something's got to give in this one, right? Both teams want to start a new streak, and they both want it to be a victory. This should be a fun one.
The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Crunch time, defense.
Clear.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Opening minute, and already a trip to the red zone. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
We got three, fellas, we got 3.
2nd and 10. He completes this to Sutton. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the 13-year man puts it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions, right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. That'll bring up 2nd down. And we get a glance now at the Buccaneer offense.
So let's all work together on this one because it's natural to just watch the football. But I want all of us to watch the center of this offensive line, the center and the two guards. They've got to be able to control the point of attack, and they didn't do such a good job on that last play. Plenty of opportunities to redeem themselves. They'll have to take advantage of that and start to make progress.
Well, look now at our starting defense. They're right around the middle of the pack, number 15 in the NFL against the run.
They're not an elite unit. They're not, as what you'd say, the top part of the league against the run. They're a solid group, though. They do a good job. What they're looking for in this one, though, is an elite performance.
On third down, Winston. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. In a word, I would say productive, finding the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
Right. I mean, what do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snoot full, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
I'm here all day.
2nd and 9 now. Got an open man. It's Fumagalli. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Here I come.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll look to throw. He finds Taylor, complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they're going to face a third down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
They'll set up to throw. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47. First catch there for Thomas. It's a first down. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Lindsey. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
He'll drop to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
Face mask. Defense.
And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Winston. That is incomplete. Big O.J. Howard, his intended target. And it's 3rd down. They've had touchdowns on both of their drives thus far, but now they face a 3rd and long. Jameis to throw it. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey.
Getting set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
2nd and 4. Got a man open. It's Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down now. It's Taylor, and that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll be 3rd down.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Now watch one. Okay, go.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete.
The 3rd down pass intended for Noah Fant.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 26. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, It takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was trying to find O.J. Howard, and that'll make it third down. Now Winston. That's caught by the big tight end, O.J. Howard. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid gain of 27.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 25-yard line. Again, it's Winston. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. A strong running. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
A 50-yard attempt.
And no, it doesn't get there. Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it on line, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too, but it was the crossbar that said otherwise, and that'll deny him a shot at 3.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there. And now it's 2nd down. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. 2nd and 10. He completes this to Sutton. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. This quarterback now just 8 of 16 thus far, 50%, but it's 1st and 10. Now pass complete here to Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Personal foul. Face mask. Defense.
Got the hand caught up in the grill of the face mask. 15-yard penalty.
So tough for a defender. You're trying so hard to make a play, and the way that these offensive guys can move around, sometimes your hand gets into the wrong place.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Now a carry for Lindsay. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front.
Well, we got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space, but how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
Means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people to power his way forward.
Extra point good by Prater, and the lead grows to 10-0. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 27. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Winston now. That's caught by Howard. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Now a first down run is going nowhere. He's going to be dropped in the backfield, a loss of 2. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
Check, 53, 65.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking, but to me it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's only had a couple of carries. I mean, when you've got a horse like this, second quarter, got to start to ride that horse a little more, don't you?
You can't just neglect him. He's got to touch it, and often, in order to get maximum out of him. Typically, these types of backs, it's the accumulation of carries, and that's when you see the damage as the game goes on.
Yeah, let's see. They're going to try to get him into the flow, we would assume, here. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. On play action, they'll throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete.
Personal foul.
Now let's see who this is on.
Defense.
The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag.
And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get 1 step. If you're within 1 step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He's going to air one out. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Denver, and even 40 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on second down. That was a positive play.
And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
It was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? What a lot of offenses say, touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded at the 2. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Winston, he'll leave it for Hunt, complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. On the stop that time, it was Josie Jewell. Off the play fake, Winston. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Out there to start their next drive, Phillip Lindsay and the Broncos. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll run here with Lindsay. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Let's go, let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, but it'll be second down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. They'll set up to throw, and that is incomplete. The Broncos on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football, he's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. Got an open man. It's Fumagalli. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Broncos on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 5. They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Prater's kick is on the money. It's good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
All right, we get slap happy up here sometimes. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. On second down, Winston again. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. Third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw is Winston. And he completes it to Hunt. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. First time into the red zone for the Buccaneers. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Jameis to throw it. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Evans once again the intended receiver, and that'll bring up second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
They don't want it.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Winston on 3rd and 2. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now trotting back out with the rest of his offensive mates, the big tight end. And some of his highlights here from this game, he's nearing 100 yards, partner.
And defensive have worked so hard at how to try to slow down tight ends. It was a lot easier, partner, in the old days because when they just lined up on the line of scrimmage, you either put a defensive end or a linebacker over them and tried to body them so they couldn't get off the line of scrimmage easy.
And now?
Now, when they split out, detach from the line of scrimmage, you put a linebacker out there, they're often too elusive for them. Shake them and get into the secondary too easily before someone else can try and pick them up.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. Demaryius Thomas, the intended receiver, 3rd down here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process.
And Thomas has it. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
No, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out. So 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen. You can fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Rick, Mike, boy, 51. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Broncos push further out in front.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the lead is now 24. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards. And it ends with a Denver touchdown. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time here for likely 1 play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start the third quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. To throw again on second down. Winston. That's into the hands of the tight end, Leggett. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first.
Let's pick it up. It's out time, guys. Out time. Let's get off the field.
Play action now. Winston. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. On second down, it's Hunt. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 44. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Winston now finding Godwin, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Winston connecting with Howard. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 17-yard line. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Had some momentum going, driving down the field. That'll set them back first and 15.
I mean, that type of play, when you've got to go in your direction, shoot, my man Old Mo is arching an eyebrow at him right now. You've got me going. Keep me going.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 11 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down. Throwing again on second down. Winston, and he's got it. Caught in the end zone, touchdown, Tampa Bay. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are able to close the gap just a bit.
After allowing that last score, the defense knows they've got to tighten things up. Otherwise, they'll let them right back into the game.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Again, it's Winston.
Don't be scared of it.
And that'll be incomplete. Should have been picked. Probably doesn't matter on a two-point conversion, but still, as a former DB, you want to grab that ball when you can, don't you?
You certainly do, and don't say it, because I know you're thinking it. Don't say it.
What am I thinking?
You know what I know what you're thinking. Well, if he'd had hands, he'd be playing on offense, right?
That's true. You've said that before. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And he's getting close to that number 300. That's always kind of the benchmark for a great game for a quarterback, isn't it? 300 yards?
Similar to a runner going over 100 yards or a receiver having a 100-yard-plus day. For a quarterback to throw for over 300 yards or hit that number, that kind of separates you a little bit from just the average guys in the league. This puts you up there in the elites. And that's where everyone wants to be.
And a big reason why they're winning, obviously, too. And he'll get about 6 up to the 27-yard line. 2nd and 4. Then he fires a strike to his big target, Demaryius Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
Just more of the same there, partner. Guys have just been running free in the secondary this entire game. No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for them.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Check 50. Check. Ready?
Now it's Lindsey. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
Taylor. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
2nd and 1. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
That's what I'm talking about.
Taken down.
You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And he's going to be taken down short of the first, right around the 15-yard line. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Jameis Winston and the rest of the Bucs set to begin this next drive. He has been consistent, hasn't he? He played well in the first quarter, good second quarter, and now continuing that here in the third.
And that's the word that they're always seeking from the guy taking the snaps, is consistency. Taking care of the ball, making sure it gets to the right people, no errors, right? Not turning it over, and just doing all the right things. That's leadership, and it inspires confidence in a team.
Yeah, been a good leadership and a good distributor. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Winston. Looking left sideline, incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. On the counter, Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Winston. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. They'll look to throw here on first down. And this one's incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And his throw here's incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And it's third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Looking to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
Watch his slant. Watch his slant.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos push further out in front. He's got the hat trick. 3 touchdowns now.
Did you throw yours? Did you throw yours out
I didn't have mine. You've got yours. You've got one of those Abe Lincoln hats.
Yeah, and that stovepipe is going right out there for him. A nose for the end zone. 3rd time today. I think he deserves a tip of the cap.
Prater on to add the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Jameis Winston and company heading back onto the field now. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the 3rd quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Now a handoff here to his running back. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag. Watch the flag.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it.
From the 45 on second down, Winston. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. This spot in the fourth quarter with that deficit, had to throw the football. Unfortunately, there's the risk of big turnover.
And you know you're going to be throwing against nickel, dime, all sorts of exotic defenses, but you have to do it anyway. Ordinarily, you might want to run the football a little bit, try and get them out of it. But as you noted, this time of the game, this point on the clock, had to throw it.
And Denver getting set to take the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number one.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Sack. Got him.
Well, they only had a yard to go. They try to pass the football. Defense blitz. Defense got there.
Yeah, I think on this one, this is probably good scouting, understanding a few tendencies and figuring out that, hey, they may take a shot, and they dialed up the pressure and got to him.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Winston. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game certainly not taking us there.
Oh, I hear the remotes clicking off right now. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Mike with you on. Let's calm down.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. The give to Taylor, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
He was brought down by Shaq Barrett. It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1.
He'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a gain of 11, and the Bucs have a first down. Here's Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Winston, his throw incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 46. Throwing, Winston. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Let's go, D.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And he can't quite intercept it. Zone coverage, free safety was there. Couldn't come up with it, and now it's 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Tampa Bay defense coming back out now. They recovered a fumble on their side of the field last time. Led to a field goal. We'll see if they can force another turnover now.
And you got to love the way that they're playing. You go back to that last series, it's almost like baseball when a guy is hitting really well. See ball, hit ball, right?
Pretty simple.
In this case, they'll make it simple on defense. See ball, get ball. And that's exactly what they did.
Going back to the archaic time.
Yes, sir. Make it simple.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty. No question there.
You don't think they spent a couple seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving.
Prater for the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Bashed.
Super toe.
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be second down. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Jameis to throw it. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A first down throw for Winston. And he's got his man on the out route. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jameis again. He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty as a result of that hit there.
A give right side now to Hunt. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. And that touchdown there, it's not going to get him a win. It makes things, though, a little more respectable.
Yeah, a little more palatable going out in this ball game. A little something to build on going into the next game, but it won't alter the final score.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Broncos 44.
That time a 6-play drive. And Kareem Hunt the one to finish it off as he did so with a touchdown run. This is taken at his 4. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And the movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he held on to it too long. A coverage sack. Down he goes. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Check curls, check curls, check curls.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Broncos, they inch closer to respectability now at 3-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for the Bucs, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles